Good morning, students. We are going to continue with the poem A Wedding Song by Edmund Spenser. Now, we had studied that the poet is describing his wife, his beloved, who is going to marry him, and she comes to the church. The poet continues with the depiction of his wife. Her modest eyes, abashed to behold, so many gazers as on her do stare, upon the lowly ground a fixed hour, nor dare lift up her countenance too bold, but blush to hear her praises sung so loud. So far from being proud, nathless do ye still loud her praises sing, that all the woods may answer and ye echo ring. So the writer has described the beauty of his beloved, and he says that she is a very shy bride, and she's looking downwards. She's such a modest and shy person that she does not lift up her eyes, and all her friends are singing her praises, and the voice of that song is echoing, and it is coming into the ears of all the people. Now this line, that all the woods may answer and ye echo ring, is a refrain in the poem that is repeated again at the end of all the 5 stanzas, and this figure of speech is known as refrain. Now we'll study the second part of the poem. Open the temple gates unto my love, open them wide that she may enter in, and all the posts adorn as doth behove, and all the pillars deck with garlands trim, for to receive that saint with honour due that cometh unto you. Now the writer is describing how his beloved is entering the church, and he asks everyone to welcome her. With trembling steps and humble reverence, she cometh in before the Almighty's view. O her, ye virgins, learn obedience, when so ye come into those holy places, to humble your proud faces. Bring her up to the high altar, that she may the sacred ceremonies there partake, to which do endless matrimony make, and let the roaring organs loudly play the praises of the Lord in lively notes, the whiles with hollow throats the choristers the joyous anthem sing, that all the woods may answer and their echo ring. So now the poet has described the scene inside the church, and he says that his beloved has come before the Almighty, that is, she has come to the altar where the picture of Jesus Christ is there, and the picture of Virgin Mary is there, and she has come to that holy place to take the marriage vows. And all the choristers are singing, and the atmosphere is that of festivities and jollities. Now we have seen that line, that all the woods may answer and their echoing. It comes again in the end of this stanza also, and it is known as the refrain. Now we'll study the third part. Behold, while she before the altar stands, hearing the holy priest that to her speaks, and blesseth her with his 2 happy hands, how the red roses flush up in her cheeks, and the pure snow with goodly vermeil stain like crimson dyed in grain, that even the angels that continually about the sacred altar do remain, forget that service, and all about her fly off, peeping in her face that seems more fair. So students, it is the description of the church place where the beloved of the poet is standing, and it seems that all the angels, the guarding angels, even they are mesmerized by her beauty, and they stare at the beautiful face of this lovely bride. So, students, this is the description of the marriage procession and the bride who is there, her beauty, her modesty, and the beautiful atmosphere that is there in the church. So, we'll study further in our tomorrow's class. That is all for today. Thanks.